Good morning. Thank you for joining me on Billy Rose WX Weather with your morning coffee. And we're going to get right to it, guys. The only active weather we got is from Nebraska, Minnesota, going into Wisconsin. We got 4 severe thunderstorm warnings, and all that's going to be south of Wausau and west of Appleton here in Wisconsin. As far as that, guys, we will get to our weather here in Chester. Looks like we have a few clouds out there. Temperature at 76. It feels like 78. Wind speed is at 4 miles per hour, and the humidity is at 91%. It is July the 1st, Wednesday, and it is 6:47 right now, my time. They said there's hazy or few clouds, but the more clouds will be coming in on Thursday evening. But today will be mostly sunny in and around Randolph County and St. Louis area. But this will be your cloud cover for the next 24 hours. If we get to our precipitation, it looks like about 5 to 8, 9, 10 a.m. we'll have a little bit of spotty showers in and around Randolph County area, nothing severe, and probably near the evening time we will have some showers in the area. Just because we're sitting in a high pressure system, if there's enough moisture down in the surface area and we get some lift, we will have some spotty showers. Nothing severe and nothing to worry about. It might be a little bit welcoming to have some clouds and showers, but that'll be your precipitation from today going into tomorrow. But for today, I don't expect any showers. Other than that, guys, we will get to our temperatures. For today, which is Wednesday, we got 96 in St. Genevieve and Prairie du Rocher. It looks like 95 and 96 pretty much for Randolph County. As far as your real field temperatures, looking like 103 in Prairie du Rocher, 105, 104 in Chester. It looks like 102 in the northern part of Randolph County. Your lows will be around 75 in Randolph County for today. Tomorrow, your high temperatures are going to be around 99 in Prairie du Rocher and St. Genevieve, 98 in Chester, and it looks like 97 in the northern part of Randolph County. And our real field temperatures, guys, we're talking 105 and 106 in Prairie du Rocher and St. Genevieve. They're calling for 107 right here in Chester. And then 104 to 105 in the northern part of Randolph County. For Thursday's lows, we're looking at in the upper 70s in Randolph County. For today, guys, we've got a marginal risk up here in Montana. And it looks like we have a marginal risk from New Mexico, going through the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma, all the way up and through the Dakotas, or at least South Dakota, Nebraska, going into Michigan. But we have a marginal risk there as well, with a slight risk. It looks like right here in Kansas, and a slight risk going from the northern part of Iowa and the southern part of Minnesota, going all the way up into Michigan, going through Wisconsin. We also got this slight risk up here in New York, and it looks like Vermont area and maybe parts of New Hampshire. And we have this marginal risk from Louisiana, Mississippi, into Alabama. So we'll have a lot of active weather, but you can see right here in the St. Louis and Chester area in Randolph County, looks like we're going to be pretty hot and no chance for rain today. Our tornado risk will be, look like northern Iowa 2%, southern Minnesota all the way up into Michigan. In our 5% area, it looks like parts of Minnesota and maybe the northern part of Iowa going into Wisconsin. This would be your 5% as far as your tornado risk. The big threat here is going to be the wind. We'll have 5% here in Montana as far as your wind risk, and down here from Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, you'll have a 5%. It looks like we got up here in the Northeast a 5%, plus a 15% in and around New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire area. We do have a SIG 1 from Lubbock all the way going into excuse me, Kansas. So you can have 74 plus mile an hour winds anywhere in this SIG 1 area. Same as up here, it looks like in the southern part of Minnesota going into Michigan and Wisconsin. Anything in this hash mark area, you guys will be in that SIG 1 as well. We also have a 30% chance, or our 30% risk in southern Minnesota going through Wisconsin and into Michigan in this red. But that's to be your wind risk. As far as your hail risk, we're looking at the panhandle of Oklahoma all the way up into northern part of Michigan. Right here in the brown, you will be in that 5%, 15%. Looks like right here in the western part of Kansas and the southern part of Minnesota going into Iowa and Wisconsin. But you're talking hail anywhere in this SIG 1 area of up to 2 inches. In this little area with the hash mark. As far as tomorrow, guys, we're looking at a slight risk from North Dakota, South Dakota, going across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa going into Wisconsin. This would be your slight risk. Anything in the darker green right here would be your marginal risk, going all the way up into the north east. We also have marginal risk. Looks like in the northern part of Alabama, Mississippi area going in through Tennessee right here. As far as your tornado risk, we're looking at North Dakota 2%, going through South Dakota, and it looks like the northern part of Iowa and the southern part of Minnesota, you guys will be in that 2%. We do have a 5% tornado risk tomorrow in the southern part of South Dakota. And it looks like just a bit of the northern part of Nebraska going into the western part of Iowa. That'll be your 5% as far as your tornado risk. As far as your wind risk, we're looking from Kansas going all the way through the Dakotas and pretty much covering the northern states all the way up into the northeast right here in the brown. You guys will be in at 5%. Anything in this yellow, you guys will be in 15%, and anything in this hash mark area, you guys will be with the SIG 1, 74 plus mile an hour winds. We do have a 5% wind risk in in Tennessee and the northern parts of Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia. As far as your hail, we got a SIG 1 going from North Dakota, going through South Dakota into looks like Iowa and southern part of Minnesota, so you guys can have hail anywhere to up to 2 inches. And looks like the northern part of the United States in this brown area, you guys will be in that 5% hail risk, and you got that 15% right here in the yellow, and that'll be your weather for today and tomorrow and your outlook. Guys, it's going to be hot. If you want to blame anybody, I guess you can blame the French because they're blaming us for the heat wave. I'm just kidding. So that is your weather. It's going to be hot. So stay cool the best you can. Stay inside. And that's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow.